I'm often asked to speak on leadership. Leaders possess natural personal qualities or traits. Leaders demonstrate behaviors through actions. And then we also learn and evolve as leaders. A leader must demonstrate leadership that's in the concept of actions, what they do. Not all the time, not every time, but certainly more often than not. The first and most important leadership quality is integrity. Being intrinsically fair, even-minded, even-handed, and trustworthy is the tenet of all leadership. A close second is the team. A leader is nothing without their team. A leader is defined by their team, and each member of their team has to feel as though their leader is accountable. Every member of the team has to feel as though they are part of something that's bigger than they are, has to feel autonomous, and really embrace accountability. What I ask every member of my team is to not just be a leader, but to be a force multiplier. That means by being together, the sum of the parts is far greater than just being an individual. Another leadership quality is optimism. Be unequivocally enthusiastic all the time. That's not possible all the time because no one can be enthusiastic all the time, but you have to embody a sense of enthusiasm because people feed off that. If you're enthusiastic about something, they are going to be enthusiastic about that same thing. The concept of leadership is that you have disproportionate influence, which means people will focus on you, and that will give them permission on how to behave, give them permission to believe what's important. So if you are negative, they have permission to be negative. If you are positive, they will be positive. And that gives people you lead permission to be optimistic and enthusiastic. Leaders must also possess vision. Essentially explain what we're doing, why we're doing it, and why it's so very important. People speak about being visionary, and not everybody is a visionary, but leaders have to have vision and this ability to demonstrate what we are trying to accomplish and why we are all here and why it's so very important. Intrinsic to that is communication. Leaders must be able to speak, write, convey an idea. It's a requirement. Otherwise, by definition, the other traits won't be communicated. Sometimes this includes a little bit of salesmanship, but that's okay. People really need to believe in you, your leadership capabilities, your vision, your communication. A leader has to make people feel reassured, feel safe, and happy about what they're doing. No one is going to hit it out of the park every single time, every time, including a leader. In fact, if people are hitting it out of the park every single time, I think they're not taking enough risk. They're not aiming high enough. Maybe they're not trying hard enough. So in order for people to feel safe taking that risk, a leader must be able to encourage them, and they have to feel encouraged. Feel like I'm advocating for them. Feel like their success is my success. One of the really interesting things about success is that the more a leader mentors and promotes people that work with them, the more success is imbued on that leader. So it's almost oxymoronic. This concept of a leader not taking credit, but instead gives a leader a tremendous amount of credit. If I want people to take risk and people to make decisions that are outside their comfort zone, then they have to feel supported and encouraged to be able to do that. So this sense of vision, risk, encouragement all comes together around people feeling comfortable in an uncomfortable situation. And that's where you change the world. That's where people do things that change medicine for the better, education for the better, and this department for the better. And that's why you coming here will make you better.